What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome, and if you're an old moldy pair of headphones like this one, welcome back. Today we're out on a creek using the Minelabs SDC and Gold Monster to narrow down crevices that are worth working and could be holding gold. There are two ways to use a metal detector. Either you take it to a reefing area or you take it to a creek just like this one. In reefing areas, you will likely be working sections of ground that are shedding gold directly off the lode source or the lode reef. In a creek, you're looking for gold nuggets that have been washed off those gold reefs into alluvial streams. By using a metal detector to do crevicing or gold panning dirt that comes out of very fine crevices, you're using what's called an odd enhancer. The metal detector lets you know if there's something heavy in there, whether it be a shotgun pellet, a bullet, an old nail, or a bit of gold. It doesn't matter, because if the crevice has got metal in it, it could have gold along with it. I've already got a target underneath my coil, so we're going to scratch it out, pan out the dirt, and see what we get. The crevice that I got a target in is in front of the coil there, and it's just underneath the weeds. Even with the chisel, I can't open this crack up enough. It's dead solid granite. It is not moving for anyone. I got as much dirt out as I could, and the signal is still in the hole. Mick went over with the Gold Monster and it said it was iron, but again, that doesn't matter. It's metal, it's heavy, and it's in a crevice, so there's a good chance there'll be gold along with it. Well, there was some gold in it. We got a few little dots there. Not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a picker. But like I said, we're not very deep in that crevice. I'd need like a proper sledgehammer and a driving wedge to crack that open and actually see what's in there. That's all right. We've got plenty more crevices to go out and check. I was working just there, and I got a shout out from Mick to come over and have a look at what he found. And Mick found one hell of a cool relic. Look at that old Chinese coin. So now we know a little bit more about who was working this, hey? We don't have much information on this whole area and who worked it. There's super minimal workings in this whole creek, and it's made it very difficult to figure out what's gone on here. There's not much records, nothing. So to find a Chinese coin gives us a good indication about who was working it, and now we know sort of how they were working it because of other historical areas. It's an absolutely wicked find. Just detecting up this bedrock bank, and I've got a nice signal in under this bush. I've taken the headphone jack out, so hopefully you can hear it. In all likelihood, that's a bit of iron, but you can see a nice big crack all the way up one side of the rock and all the way down the other side, and it's loose on the bottom, which means we might be able to move that. Oh, it is! It's legitimately the end of a wedge. That is some old-timer's wedge trying to get this piece of bedrock out. So we know 210% that is virgin ground because someone already tried and they failed. I got some help. And I got it loose. Like 150 years ago, someone tried to pop this crevice. There's his tool, he left it behind. And now we get to find out what's in this. Well, because this told me that that was there. The crevice is not entirely clean, however we did not get very much gold at all for that effort. Crevicing is always hit and miss. Even using a metal detector to find things like nails, bullets and pieces of gold in those cracks is fraught with gambling. So even though we didn't get tons of gold out of this crevice yet, I've still got to scratch out a little bit more. There's going to be plenty of other opportunity today to find one. Grizzly, how good is your toy? Grizz, this is the dirt that we got out of that crevice. Now the crevice is nowhere near clean, but we've got a good sample size, so if we get an alright amount of gold in this, we'll keep cleaning that dirt out of the crack. Gotta scratch your crack. Hey, yeah. Yes. This is what I was talking about. This is why I love crevicing. This is just one pan and you can see all the gold through there. There'd probably be about 30 to 40 pieces and we're nowhere near the bottom of that crack. We've got a lot more work to do to clean it out. That's a good indicator that there's going to be some good gold in there. And Grizzly, maybe even a picker. Because we freaking love pickers on this show and I'll be damned if we don't see one today. Just spent a little bit more time scratching out that crevice. It's quite deep now. I ended up getting my long scratcher out to get down the bottom and we got a pretty decent result. I am not going to complain about that in one pan any day. I've got tons more crevices to check in this area, so we've got to keep going. We got a couple of pieces of gold there, not the spec count I was really hoping for, but we're not quite on the bottom and there's some better gravels down lower. So we'll keep looking. Never get discouraged. If your first test pan isn't right or your second test pan isn't right, keep going because you never know when you'll hit it. There we have it. Not teabag at all. We've got one nice bit of gold there and about a dozen good specks. Those crevices are definitely producing some nice looking colour. They're not loaded crevices, but I'm kind of in the wrong spot for them. I need to find some crevices that run horizontally across the creek in decaying bedrock. This bedrock is so super hard, sometimes it's very difficult for a crevice that will catch really good gold to form. And I know they exist on this creek, but you know, there's a lot of creek to explore. Now, little birdie told me that Steve actually got a puglet, or somewhere between a picker and a nugget. Ooh, that is a nice bit of gold. Look at that. Oh yeah. That's 110% a puglet. A bit bigger than a picker, a bit smaller than a nugget, a puglet. That's sexy, Steve. That's cool.
I was happy with him.
Oh, I would be too. Well, if it wasn't me, I'm glad it was you. You were sluicing today, weren't you?
Yeah.
How many, do you know how many shovels you did?
Jesus. I don't know. No, I don't keep count, mate.
No, that's good. That's nice.
That's alright, good chunkies.
That's nice flour gold for, and then mix.
One piece.
Oh, so everyone got a chunk but me today.
Up the tube.
I wanted to say thank you so much for coming along on this venture today. It was a little bit of a mixed bag from metal detecting, crevicing and working gravel. But hopefully you picked up some tips and tricks to help you out on the creek to find your own beautiful shiny gold. Remember to hit that like, share and subscribe button, and if you're an Aussie you can hit the dislike button. It still counts as a like because you're upside down. So until next time guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you out in the creek one day. Pat your dog for me. Peace, and I'm out. Brah.